If there's one thing I can say with certainty I'm good at, it's appreciating the media I consume. I don't take things for granted. Every game I own, every film, every book is a world of possibility and wonder. Yes, all of them. I cherish every new experience that crosses my path. There isn't a single work I ultimately regret engaging with. Today, I'm going to talk about how that is, and why I think folks might be better off approaching art from a new angle, complete with examples. And hey, if this stuff ends up being applicable to life in general, that's just bonus. There's a lot of art out there. I get it, there's quite a lot, but you don't have to experience all of it or even most of it. The value of individual experiences is what matters, not the amount of experiences you have. If we consume a piece of art, complete it, then toss it aside, we're doing an injustice to ourselves as people and to art as a medium. Many times, but in particular most recently with a game called The Takeover, I've noticed folks gorging through art like it's a bag of potato chips, finishing it, calling it done, and writing or speaking up a storm about its flaws, as though that first and only pass is the definitive measure of the experience. With The Takeover in particular, I saw people complaining the enemies have too much health, there are too many of them on the screen, and that there are too few options available to you as a player. I thought these things too, at first, but then I spent time learning the game. After I became more skilled at chaining combos, even the toughest enemies died in seconds. After I became adept at throws and dodges, managing crowds became second nature. After I added my ranged weaponry and special moves into my regular playstyle, I found a new realm of strategic possibility. These things took time. It wasn't until around my third playthrough that I would say I completely grasped the game's language, who the game is deep down. That's the thing about most art. The more you think about it and the more time you spend learning its language, the more enjoyable it gets. The Takeover went from an okay way to spend a couple hours to a unique and worthy addition to my entire week, because I decided to invest. This isn't the only, and it won't be the last. A first impression is never the whole picture. You're never going to experience everything anyway. So take the time and make sure what you do experience really counts. Make every piece of art worthwhile. When I talk to people about games I consider lovely artistic masterpieces, I often hear a lot of the same criticism toward those games. Criticisms comparing the game to other games in the same genre, or saying the game is outdated, or both. Balan Wonderworld, for example, got hit with both, and it felt like people were overwhelmingly certain that this two-pronged attack was infallible. But why? Yes, Balan Wonderworld isn't like other 3D platformers. It does a lot of things weird, and it isn't shy about admitting that. It's weird from start to finish in its level design and core mechanics and storytelling. But why is that so wrong, and why does that mean you shouldn't engage with it? I think folks take too much stock in comparing art to other art. Yes, it is almost unavoidable, but it shouldn't be the basis for your engagement with media. When I go into a game, I have some inevitable preconceived notions. Everyone does. But one thought is always at the front of my mind. This is a new experience. All art is a new experience. Am I ready to enter a new world and see what it has to offer? Because, like it or not, that's what you're doing every time you press start, or play, or go, or whatever. You're not buying and playing a product tailor-made to you if, when someone asks you why you think something isn't good, valuable, or worth time, you respond with, "Other games established it's bad to do it this way," or "This was done years ago, and now it's not done anymore, so it's outdated." Ask yourself, is that fair? Is that fair to the art? Is it fair to you? Should every piece of art, from the beginning of time until the end, have to be in a constant race with every other piece of art, always desperate to prove itself, always fighting to be the best at checking a narrow set of checkboxes? And should you have to look at art that way? Should every new experience have to belong in a pipeline while simultaneously held to ideals concocted in your own personal desires? What about being open to experiencing new things, new ways to see, new ways to play, new ways to look at life? Accepting change, diversity, and individuality is the key to many things. If you're stubborn and hold a steady wall that blocks out experiences which don't fit your ideals, you're bound to miss out on some of the most precious things out there. Keep an open mind and an open heart. You don't have to like good things, and the things you like don't have to be good. No matter where I travel on my journeys through this vast web of ideas we all share, I see so many people getting their sense of self-worth wound up in whether a particular piece of art is good. Whether it's okay to like or okay to dislike. Allow me to offer you the answer. Yes, it is okay. I don't like Undertale or the Lego Movie. I think they're both brilliant pieces of art that succeed masterfully in subverting expected tropes and telling original, compelling stories with profound sentimentality. I just don't like them. I saw the subversions coming, and they were too interested in being smart and unique for my taste. When I already see all art as unique by default, that sort of thing wears on me a bit. But that doesn't make the movies bad. My tastes do not indicate the quality of a product, and neither do yours. On the flip side, I also love Ride to Hell. I love it to pieces. I love the nonsensical story with its bafflingly moronic main character, its adorably flubbed melee combat, and its poorly communicated boss design. I don't love it ironically, or think it's so bad it's good. No, I just enjoy it, and that's fine. I also enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, Road Rage on the PS4, and Rise of the Robots. All bad, all failed spectacularly at their own goals, but still wonderful for my particular sensibilities. There shouldn't be any stakes in whether art you enjoy is good or bad. Honestly, who cares if something's good or bad? Is the perceived quality of a work really more valuable than your own joy and entertainment? Don't be afraid to be unapologetically you. This life's got enough tribalism in it already. The art you love matters. That was basically all of my knowledge about how to approach art for optimal appreciation and love, condensed a bit into one video. Hopefully there's something here of value for you. If not, at least maybe you enjoyed it. And to preempt any criticisms people might have about how art costs money and how can I afford to feel this way when art costs money, I'm not exactly a rich or affluent individual. I practically have no income. It's about making art matter to you, about making it count, about finding the value and beauty in it, in what you already have, making every experience you have a special one. I'll see you guys around.